The world is a vampire sent to drain secret destroyers.
Hello and good morning, Shafter High School, and welcome back to Hqtv, Shafter High School's news source. I'm Alexis Pickering.
And I'm Monique Gomez. Today is Friday, March 8th, and here's what's going on in our general community.
Attention all generals, today is Power Pride Day. Today you should be wearing your Shafter gear and should be taking a creative class picture with your teacher so you could win a prize. Show that pride, generals, and don't forget shoutouts are a great way of catching a general showing pride. Anyone can write one and it can be for any positive reason. Shoutout slips can be found by the pride boxes in the cafeteria, ASB office, front desk, dean's office, and the library. Show people you care by giving them a shout out.
Also, generals, today the Pride store will be open during lunch. Bring your general dollars to the front office or front of the dean's office to see what is available.
Students, if you're thinking about attending ROC next year, the deadline to apply is here. Today is the last day that you can apply to attend ROC for the next school year. You need to visit roc.kernhigh.org to submit your application. Once again, that's roc.kernhigh.org. Save the date.
Save the date, first annual Shafter Night live on March 29th at 7 p.m. Sorry, guys.
Okay, now we're going to send it over to Lolly so she can show you some of your general shout-outs.
Okay, the first shout-out is to Jenny Garcia from Enya Castillo, and she said, the reason is she is showing good characteristics and she is a nice friend. The next shout-out is to Chris Castillo from Bree. Thanks for being a great friend and a classmate. The next shout-out is to Mrs. Watson from Mrs. Santana, and she said the reason is she has a big heart, big kind heart, and even though I'm here to back her up, she always asks for my opinion on how to make things easier to learn for our EID students. To Mr. Perez from ELD, I'm sorry. To Mr. Perez from Mrs. Santana, the reason is he keeps his cool even though at times students are challenging. Students feel at ease in his class because he is friendly and always smiling. To Jocelyn Santa Maria from Valeria Casillas, the reason is because she's the best and I love her. And to Coco the Queen from Jenny Garcia for being a chill teacher, you're the best. And back to Alexis and Monique.
The General's Best Friends Club will have a meeting scheduled for Monday during lunch in room 505, and upcoming events will be discussed along with our senior field trip.
All students, you don't want to miss the Noche de Gala dance on Saturday, that's this Saturday, March 9th. Buy your ticket from the finance office, and off-campus guests must be approved through the dean's office. Noche de Gala will take place at 7 p.m. in the Richland Activity Building.
Attention freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, it's the time of the year are ready to put together the yearbook team for 2019 and 2020 school year. If you are interested in photography, have a creative side, and aren't afraid to work hard, please stop by Miss Marshall's room 609 and pick up an application. There's limited number of spots open for next school year, so hurry and get your application before all spots are filled.
Family wellness workshops will be held on March 11th through the 14th from 6 to 9 p.m. in the Parent Center with psychologist Rocio Magallanes.
The nursing department at CSUB will sponsor the first Kern County Health Careers Conference at BHS Harvey Auditorium on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's free and open to the public. The conference will give students exposure to many different career fields.
Seniors, today is the last day to order your panoramic picture. You can turn in order forms to Miss Marshall or Mrs. Pinner. Order envelopes are at the front desk in Miss Marshall's room or in the ASB office. And now we're going to send it over to Lolly for sports and upcoming events.
Tennis versus Kennedy at 4, and track and field has the Kern Invitational at Liberty at 1:30. They'll be out of class at 11:11. Baseball varsity has the Wasco tournament at 11 a.m. through 3 p.m. Softball varsity has BHS tournament at Mesa Marine Softball Complex 3:30 to 6:30, out of class at 12:59. All wrestlers, there's a mandatory meeting for all boys and girls that were out for wrestling at any time this season, even if you did quit. In Coach Hill's room, 610 during lunch on Wednesday. Now for upcoming events. On the 9th, which is tomorrow, we have Noche de Gala. The 10th is Daylight Saving Time begins. The 11th through the 15th is March Madness Week, and the 13th will be a late start. Now back to Alexis and Monique for the end of the show.
Thank you, Lolly. And on that note, Generals, have a great day and tune in on Monday for another great episode of HQTV,
Shafter High School's news source.